Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're covering the pro division of the Bryson Dechambeau 9-hole cup. So minus 14, it's a good round. It's good enough to get us through. I would have really liked to hit a minimum of a minus 15, as I think it's going to take a minus 16 to win this tournament on Saturday. So I wish I had a little bit better of a tiebreaker. Really the one hole that did me in is hole number 6. It's a very, very short shot for an eagle, and unfortunately I missed it, but I know what to do to fix it and get you all to make it. If you're not a subscriber, please become one. It would really mean a lot to me. And secondly, if you like my content, please take a moment there to just hit that thumbs up button and like the video. All right, let's go to hole number 1. Hole number 1, this one we have to eagle if we're going to compete in the tournament. We're going to go with a katana here. I'm going to go with max side spin to the left. And you see here, I went with max top spin minus 1 bar. For anybody playing with an extra mile 8, of course, you just go 6 top spin. If you have an extra mile 9, we go 7. Here you can see I'm using quite a bit of overpower combined with absolute max curl to the left. Now, we do hit a perfect ball. This shot is definitely easy to do, again, with any of your extra mile levels. The top spin, my 7 bars to your 6, it's not going to be a big deal because you see here we go long anyways. Regardless, most of you are going to be ending up on the green or on the fringe or fairway for a very short chip in for an eagle. Hole number 1, a must eagle, again, to compete in the tournament. Takes us here to hole number 2, very close to getting this ball to drop. What we're going to do here in headwind is we're going to play this one 1 for 1, okay? We're going to go pretty heavy on the backspin. So here I'm going to use 5.5 back, 2 right, and I'm really just looking for my target here. You're going to see where I line up at. I've got my yellow ring right there up on the fringe line, as you can see. Ball guidelines sloping down, trying to find the funnel. We do hit that perfect ball, which is always nice. And we're going to come in and we're going to miss this one just pin high, okay? So we need to just pull our target back a little bit and aim lower, and hopefully we can get that ball to drop. I don't think this is the easiest hole in one, especially in headwind. But regardless, you know, it's there. There is a funnel, and that's a good way to try to find it. Hole number 3, we're going to play 10% at max. We're going to use a kingmaker here just simply because of the headwind. We're going to go with as much top as we have combined with 2 bars. I'm sorry, as much top as we have combined with about 2.5 bars of side spin to the right. Here, I'm aiming in front of the bunker. Again, this is just because of the headwind. In different wind situations, we would be playing over the bunker. And then I push my rings at 10% at max. For me, I didn't use any curl here. You'll see that we hit this ball very nicely up the fairway. A little bit of right curl would have been handy for shot number 2, but ultimately I was still able to get a clean look at the hole. 10% at max. Again, I know that I'm not at max with my sniper here, but because of the headwind situation, I am pulling it at max. That's just going to make me pull more rings. Now, there is a sticky spot on this green. You know, I do look for the sticky spot when we're playing tournament play here. As you can see, I'm kind of wiggling my ball guideline around until I find it. I do find it. I've got the ball guideline going through the hole. Again, 10% at max here. Perfect ball. And, you know, you'll see what happens here. It's just that side spin takes off on us just a little bit. So, you know, what I would do, since we know how the ball reacts with that side spin, is you could just offset this shot a little bit to the right-hand side, and you're going to get very close to picking yourself up a really nice albatross, and that would be huge on hole number 3. Hole number 4, I want you to try 10% at mid with baby left curl. So we're going to go with the navigator here, 1 bar, a side spin to the right, and then we're going to go a little bit more than 4 bars of backspin. Now, you might be wondering why I'm playing with the navigator. It's because I took a kingmaker to practice, and when I went to adjust my shot, I got caught in between clubs. So we have to play with the power 1 ball here if we're going to go for this shot. And I do like this shot. But again, I want you to try playing at 10% at mid with a power 1 ball. So yes, no, it's not going to be 1 for 1. And then, like I said, I want you to go baby left curl. Because without the curl, we typically miss right here. Well, at least I did. I mean, I only took like 2 practice shots with this ball. But you see, even with a little bit of left curl, we missed to the right. And we do need to keep the right side spin. So this one's going to be a more difficult hole than one to drop. But as you can see here, we're super, super close. You might be able to tweak that one just a little bit and get that ball in the hole. Taking us on to hole number 5. Hole number 5, we do pick up an albatross, and I do think it's repeatable because on my other account, I just barely missed the shot, and then I made the very minor tweak on this account from my miss. Here, we're going to play this one 10% at max. I'm going as much topspin as I can, getting my ball guideline on the right-hand side of the fairway. That's where we really want it to be. We make our adjustment. Now take a note, my overpower here. Let me get a cleaner look at the overpower for everybody here. Oh, come on. As you can see here, I have almost half my ball in the bottom adjustment zone, but not much. So a little bit of overpower is needed for this shot, especially if you have a lower level extra mile. But we do rock this thing up the fairway. And this is going to give us a really good opportunity, like I said, for an albatross, which I do pick up, and I'm going to walk you through it. 10% at mid is what we're playing. Okay, now if you take a look at this here, start to notice the spin adjustments. Okay. Notice my ball guideline here is offset inside the cup, but absolutely favoring the left-hand side of the cup. That's going to be pretty important when it comes to this shot because I missed this one barely to the right-hand side. So I missed it to the right-hand side just by a fraction on my other account, which is what made me think of this offset here. We hit the perfect ball. And we get this thing to smack off the pin for an albatross. Again, this is a great chance for an albatross. Still a long-range sniper shot, so not the easiest thing in the world to duplicate, but at least you get to see one there, and you can try to, get to mimic that one. All right, this is the one that I'm really disappointed in myself with. Here, we're going to play the right-hand side. It's my favorite way to play this hole because it leaves us with such a short shot to pin. As much topspin as we got, as you can see here, as much topspin as we have combined with 2 bars of side spin to the left. We played this drive 10% at max. Perfect ball. We slam this thing up the fairway, and we roll in really nicely and stop here well before the front of the bunker. Now, I played this shot right here 20% at mid. Again, the shot you're seeing is 20% at mid. We need to play it 30% at mid. 2 bars of backspin. I'm playing up on the fringe line here, as you see, with the ball guideline going through the hole. Keep that in mind. That's very important on this hole, especially when using backspin, that the ball guideline is through the hole because this green does get glitchy. Like I said here, I pulled 20% at mid. I was actually shocked this ball didn't go in. I thought we were for sure good. But we need to pull that one a little bit more. So 30% at mid, 2 bars of backspin, and you're going to be looking at a very nice eagle. Brings us on to hole number 7. Hole number 7, this shot needs some tweaking, okay? So we're going to go with our rough bump up here, 5% at mid. And you'll kind of notice here I've got like 1.1, 1.2 bars of left side spin combined with about half a bar of top spin. I'm looking to catch this slope here with my ball guideline like that. Now my ball guideline here is pin high, all right? It's pin high. I was running out of time to try to find the better landing zone. So I just wanted to make sure that I got my shot off. And you're going to see that aiming pin high, I missed pin high. So the good news is the ball guideline was playing pretty accurately. We just need to find the spot on that rough where the ball guideline is going to the hole. This one needs some adjusting, but overall, it's a good way to play hole number 7, in my opinion. Hole number 8. This is one, too, that could have changed my round, so if I could have got hole 6 and hole 8, or just one of the two, that would have been nice. But we're going with a Berserker, 6 top, 1 right. I'm not using full top spin, so keep that in mind. Here, I'm adjusting at 10% elevation, and then we're going to push back up to max. Now, here I'm going with full overpower, okay? And I hit a great ball to the left. Wasn't a terrible great left, but, you know, it was just enough to put me in the rough. And unfortunately, you know, I did not save that shot. So I picked up a birdie here. Obviously, this is the shot we want to take, okay? This is a very, what should I say? This is a very low-risk drive, high reward. High reward meaning we can drive the green and get ourselves a putt in for eagle, getting an extra drop. We're not going to mess the hole up and par it. Worst case scenario, we pick up a birdie and we just move on. So great chance for the eagle. It is a hole that in the final round we do have to eagle, in my opinion, to compete to win the tournament. This is going to bring us on to not this replay. That's shot number 2. Where is shot number 1? All right. That's going to bring us on to hole number 9, the final hole. Hey, again, if you're not a subscriber, please become one. Please hit the thumbs up button and like the video if you feel that I earned it. Here we're going to be playing 10% at max. You've got to be very, very careful on this shot here. 3 top, 2 left. The reason you have to be careful is because that second fairway up there rolls fast. Take a normal shot here. I might have done a little bit of overpower on accident, but regardless, we don't need the OP. I think I did baby OP. And as you can see, we come in very nicely on the fairway. Now, that'll take us in here for shot number 2. Shot number 2, I just lay up. All right, I was thinking about taking this rough bump here. It is a good wind angle to take the rough bump, to be honest. I would prefer more straight up crosswind. But, you know, getting tailwind mixed with the crosswind blowing towards the hole, you know, you could take the shot. But the thing is, we're close to the sand. It's a very narrow, thin piece of rough. You'd more than likely have to play this one at an 11:59 pull angle. But the thing is, depending on the wind flicker, you could miss the rough, all right, with a misadjustment on this shot. And I didn't want to mess around with that, so I just decided to lay up. Really, I'm just pulling my rings 1 for 1, using a little bit of curl to the right, and we hit a perfect ball. And I just lay up to take this one for the eagle. In the final round, you may see me play the rough bump if I need to be aggressive. If I'm in the hunt to try to win it or get a top 3, then I would for sure play the rough bump and just gamble with it. But in this scenario, I'm just looking to get a decent qualifying score, and then we move on. I appreciate everybody watching. I will talk to you on Saturday.